you just put it on the end of a drill, and damn is it does a great job. Look at that. No picking feathers.
Oh, it ripped the skin.
It did just rip the skin though, man. Look at that. Okay, well that's not good. That's the first time we've seen that happen. Of course it happens on camera. But I'll tell you, it could be that maybe that water was a little too hot. We just scalded it. That's the other thing to have. You still want to have some hot water here because it makes it a lot easier.
Could be that water's really hot.
Could be the water's really hot. Now, what's the big downside of this here, honey? Pioneer Woman. Pioneer Woman will tell you the big downside is you get feathers all. All right, guys, let's talk my passion today. My passion is agriculture. My passion is putting food on the table and being a producer. So what we got here is salad bar beef, which is almost completely grass-fed beef. And you know, I know that's a dairy breed right there. That's a Holstein steer. We castrated him about a month and a half ago. So he is all about that life right now, which is great. But this concept of pasteurized broilers, mobile pens that are moved every day, so that these birds, Cornish rocks, can get fresh grass. As you can see, they're eating grass, they're eating bugs. We do have to feed them still with grain, but about 20%, I would say, of their diet comes from the earth. In addition to that, they fertilize this pasture. So salad bar beef over there, next season especially, is going to reap the benefits of some really lush grass. These mobile pens, like I said, they get moved once or twice a day. And I have broilers here in all different stages of their life. And we look at about an 8 to 10 week turnaround from the moment we buy them as chicks to the day that we butcher. So pretty good turnaround and an absolutely delicious bird because of the life they live. Very healthy life, free range, sort of. They get a fresh patch of grass on this pasture every day. And you can see they're eating grass right now. They're eating bugs. We just moved them. They're looking for fresh protein in the ground, and they leave behind quite a bit of good fertilizer for this pasture.
Feather.
What is this thing even called? We don't know. We just know we bought it on Amazon and we paid some money and they shipped it to our house, and we couldn't be happier, right? Just connected to your drill, just like a drill bit goes in there the same way. And then it's got about 20 rubber wieners on here. Actually, I'm sorry. It's actually like 16. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16. 16 rubber wieners. And they've got this like ribbed body. And you turn this sucker on, and you know how your drill, you can go, in or out if you're screwing something in. It really doesn't matter which direction. But man, I'll tell you what, it works great. It works great. About $40, and they've gone up in price. It's pretty heavy. It's hollow in the center. And I will tell you that there was one time that it ripped the skin, but I think it was because the water was too hot. And then the other downside is that if this battery is not completely charged, and it starts to die out, then of course this will not work as well as it should. But otherwise, we're really happy with it. It's done a great job for us. It turns a absolutely horrible task into a pleasure. All right. That's it. How much did you get that for on Amazon, Pioneer Woman?
I think it was under $40.
Under $40. And I'll tell you, how much does it save time? A heck of a lot. Now, you still need hot water. Still need hot water. Hey, folks, you missed me, and you can feel the energy through the screen. How much connection you feel right now. And we're talking about homesteading shit. If you've ever had to defeather a chicken and pick feathers out of a wheelbarrow, you know how much of a pain in the ass that is. And we've got quite a few broilers here. We're pasteurizing broilers. That's a Joel Salatin technique from that era of agriculture, and it works great. And they make a very tasty and healthy bird. So when it comes time to butchering these things, the biggest and most times-taking, portion of this whole process is the defeathering. So we went out and we bought a defeather on Amazon that attaches to your drill, and it does a pretty good job. It's nothing like the kind of defeather you might get if you're doing 100 at a time, but we just did 7 pretty quick. Within an hour, I would say we got all of them done. Probably within,
I would say an hour.
Maybe
no more than an hour.
Way less than an hour. I think 40 minutes maybe. And that's with all these kids running around and other things going on too. So yeah, I recommend it. I'll try and get to the manufacturer and model number in the description box below. But look at that job it does. That does a really good job. So makes it a little bit easier. But it's getting dark out. We've got to move it to the next stage of the processing.
It's ready.
Let's do it. It's ready. See you guys later.